So what we're going to do here is we're actually going to create 2 campaigns. Now, these campaigns are going to be plain text emails, meaning no creative, no graphics, and they're going to be written as if they're coming directly from a individual, right? And we're going to be sending it to a specific segment of people who are unengaged with your email marketing. Now, as you can see within this board, and you have access to this board in the description of this video, you have this segment that you want to create, and then the campaign. You can literally take this copy and paste it, and then adjust it according to your business. Obviously change the bold. Do the same again for email 2, and then obviously you're going to send these 2 campaigns to this segment. So let's create this segment together. This is what I would define as an unengaged segment. So we're going to go into the account. We're going to go into list and segments. We're going to hit create new. Now, I like to define unengaged as the following. You can do it any way you want. I'm going to call this sunset segment. I'm going to do the following. What somebody has or has not done, received email, is at least 10 overall time. This means they have subscribed to email marketing and they've had an opportunity to engage with our emails, right? Because if we don't do this and then we add the condition opened emails 0 times overall time, what that means is somebody could have just subscribed to the email marketing, hadn't really had an opportunity to engage with any of the emails, and then they automatically become classified as unengaged here. So we go received email is at least 10 overall time. Then we go what somebody has or has not done, opened email 0 times in the last 90 days. So I define unengaged as anybody who has had an opportunity to engage and has opened an email 0 times in the last 90 days, and what somebody has or has not done, placed order 0 times overall time. I just like to exclude customers, but you can actually not include this section or add some time conditions to this. Now, this is who I would define as unengaged, okay? So, as you can see here, it comprises of 401 people, roughly. We're going to send these 2 campaigns spaced out over a period of time to this segment. And the idea of these campaigns is to re-engage them. If they open or click one of these campaigns or click a link within one of these campaigns, they will automatically become engaged because they are engaging, right? Our engaged segments are usually defined as what somebody has or has not done, opened or clicked an email in a certain period of time. If they engage with the email, they leave the segment and they become engaged. So we have our segment here. That's done. Now we're going to go into campaigns, and we're going to hit create campaign. I'm going to call this sunset email 1. Continue. And we're going to select the segment that we just created, IB sunset segment. All right. We're going to hit next. We're actually going to go back and we're going to turn off smart sending. We're going to go next. Then what we're going to do is the following. We're going to hit create blank email. Pardon me. We're going to go back. We're going to go next. Then we're going to go change template. Switch to text only editor. And then we're going to be in here. This is the plain text email format, meaning that there's going to be no creative within this email. Now, we can literally just copy and paste this copy straight into this email. Okay? And then update the details according to your business specifically. Okay? So insert founder's name. It's going to be Gavin from inbox, in my case, in-box. Cool. Just fill in those details, right? Also, just from a font perspective, I like to make these Helvetica because Helvetica is just a lot easier to read. See? Then we hit save. Then we add the subject line, okay? In this case, I've got a pretty provocative subject line that says, should we stop contacting you? And then make sure the sender name is the name that is writing this email. So for example, if your name is John Smith, you want to change the sender name to John Smith, right? And you can also change the sender email as well. Mine's default, my regular address, but you can change it however you wish. Then you're going to go ahead and hit next. And you're going to go ahead and hit schedule or send. Now you can send this email now if you want. Totally up to you, okay? Or schedule. But let's assume that you're going to pause, not actually schedule this out. You're going to then want to create this second campaign. Now this second campaign is going to try and re-engage the people once again. So this campaign is going to go to the same segment. Now keep in mind, it's not going to go to anybody who engages with this first email because we're trying to get people to open and re-engage with the email. Keep in mind as well, we're also giving people the opportunity to unsubscribe. All they have to do, ensure that when they click this link, it's actually an unsubscribe link. So make sure you update that within your email. Let me see if I can actually show you how to do that. So go back into this email, we'll go edit. See this unsubscribe here? See that? You see where I said by clicking this link here, I've added a piece of dynamic code there. So then when we go preview email, the link automatically populates. See? There it is, unsubscribe. So now we have our first email ready. We're going to go back into campaigns. We're going to then go ahead and clone this email because then we're going to have our sunset email 2. We're going to have our follow-up email that comes out. Okay? And this is the follow-up email. It's going to go to the exact same segment. Going to copy and paste the text. Go next. Edit. And just Control V. Change the font, update everything, make it nice and tidy. I'm not going to go through all the details now, but you get the idea, right? We'll go Helvetica. And then we're going to hit save, okay? Now, if we're scheduling both these emails out, right? Something went wrong here, 1 second. Yeah, we just got to get rid of this because you have to obviously update all this text. But I'm just going to get rid of this just for the sake of making it possible. If you're scheduling, you want to go next. Now, also, I'm going to go next, schedule. Just go like, say this, 20 local time. You can do whenever, let's say Pacific Auckland. You want to tick determine recipients at send time. Because if you schedule it now and you don't tick determine recipients at send time, there's a chance that people who have opened the first email that you sent will still get this email, even though they've engaged. So make sure you tick that there. So those are your campaigns. Then what you want to do is you want to wait 24 hours, and anybody who is still in this sunset segment, right? Anyone who's still in this sunset segment after having sent those two emails after 24 hours, you want to go in and click suppress. Suppress them, right? They have had an opportunity to engage with your email marketing. They did not. We no longer want to pay for them. Suppress that segment. Now, that is how you do it if you don't already have a sunset flow set up. And you also want to try and automate this process going forward, right? Like this is tedious having to do this every single month. So a way that you can do this easily is the following. Click flows, create flow, build your own, call this sunset flow, okay? Create manually. Now, you're going to want to trigger this automation off of somebody being added to a segment. Make that segment the sunset segment. Click save. Okay? So when they join your unengaged sunset segment, they're going to enter this flow. And I'm going to show you what happens then. We're then going to add 2 emails. And keep in mind, you have this outline right here. Everything that I'm talking about in this video is right here. You're going to have a 3-day time delay. And what you're essentially doing right now is you're sending, from an automated perspective, the 2 emails that you sent as campaigns, that you just sent as campaigns. So you're literally going to recreate those emails in email 1 and 2, okay? And then that's going to automate the process of sending those campaigns that we just sent. So the moment somebody becomes unengaged, they go into this flow, they get the first email, then after 3 days, if they still don't get engaged because they're out of this segment, we're also going to send them the second email. Now, we can also add some profile filters. What somebody has or has not done, opened email 0 times since starting this flow, and what somebody has or has not done, clicked email 0 times since starting this flow, and what somebody has or has not done, placed order 0 times since starting this flow. That means if they become engaged, we kick them out of the flow. After that, okay, at the end of this flow, after 24 hours, if they are still in the flow, meaning they have not engaged, 24 hours, we're going to update their profile property. We're going to click Update Existing Profile Property, okay? And you'll notice that we don't actually have the profile property we need, right? So what we're going to do is go back into Klaviyo. We're going to update a dummy profile because we need to update the profile property and we need to feed that information from an existing profile property, right? We can, do you know what? Let's do this. We're going to use tag. Actually, no, we're going to use unique ID. So unique ID with suppress. So use the unique ID as the update existing profile property and then tag them with suppressed, okay? That way when they get to the end of this flow, they'll get tagged with this profile, and then you can create another segment, list in segments, create segment, ID, suppress once a month. This is what you do. Properties about somebody, unique ID, equals, and you'll notice it's not going to be here, but the moment people start getting updated with that, you update it, and you call it, make sure it's identical, suppress. Anybody who reaches the end of that sunset flow should be then entered into this segment here. In this segment here, you just suppress them once every month. You just click here, suppress. And that's how you automate the process of removing people from your account and reducing your overall Klaviyo billing. If you like that video, fantastic. I'm very happy. But obviously, I have a bunch more videos like this that come out every single week. So if you like this, please subscribe. And also check out my newsletter in the section down below. Super useful. I send out tips like this every single week. So highly, highly recommend you check that out. Any questions? Let me know. Thanks for watching, guys.